Well, just over a decade ago, the world promised to deliver on global poverty, from health to children to tackling HIV, from the environment to education. It was the world's biggest ever pledge. Well, at the turn of the millennium, it was to transform the world into one without extreme poverty or disparity. But in the year 2010, has it come close to reaching its goals? Well, Press TV's Nagus Momelari found out that it's a mixed bag of results.
At the turn of the millennium, all 192 UN member states agreed to the Millenium Declaration, 8 Millennium Development Goals to tackle poverty in its many forms by 2015. Goals to end poverty and hunger, provide universal education, ensure gender equality, as well as child health and maternal health, combat HIV and AIDS, ensure environmental sustainability, and do all this in global partnership. It was a tall order, and with only 5 years to go, how are countries faring? Iran too has committed itself to the UN Millennium Development Goals, the MDGs. Representatives from 6 UN bodies have gathered here at the Unicef headquarters in Tehran to present their annual MDG report assessing how Iran, the region and the global community is progressing on each of the 8 areas. Unicef, the UN's Children's Fund, said Iran is well on its way to end poverty and hunger. The World Health Organization said Iran's handling of HIV and AIDS was an example for the region. But room for improvement too. The representative said that globally, child and maternal health are not being paid enough attention to, and that everywhere, including Iran, needs to up their game when it comes to these goals.
As we now take stock and measure progress against the MDGs, one thing that is becoming abundantly clear as well is that millions of children are being left behind. If we look at the disparities between the rich and the poor countries, the indicators for children would be 2 or 3 times worse off among the lowest income groups than among the richest income groups.
Many Western countries, especially in Europe, are way behind and are set to miss 8 targets. 2015 is 5 years away. What if the goals aren't met?
If it doesn't happen because the road was difficult to travel, then we will just have to continue, trying to achieve that. If it doesn't happen because of lack of commitment of governments or of civil societies, then I think it's a failure for the international community and the world community.
It seems only 5 years will tell whether world governments will fail or live up to their own commitments. Nagus Momelari, Press TV, Tehran.